So we are going to start with the soles. This is Mako 6 mm, 6 mm Mako. So this is our sole raw file, our insole raw file. So use a ready-made sole, mark out the shape, reduce the size by 0.3, and you're going to have this. So right now we're going to use this to mark out our insoles from this Mako 6 mm. So after marking out the shapes of the insoles, you cut them into shape. After cutting them into shape, use your sandpaper to sand the edges so that they will be uniform. Then after sanding the edges, pick down your Mako 6 mm, make sure you draw a straight line on the edge and then cut off that edge to make sure you have a uniform edge. So after doing that, you pick your compass and your measuring tape. Now measure with your compass. You see this type of compass. Measure 0.3 from your tape, 0.3 inch from your tape. It is mostly architects that use this type of compass, so you can get it in the market. So once you measure 0.3 inch, use it to draw a line, one leg on the edge of the Mako, the other one to draw the line. So draw a line on the Mako that is going to form your welt. So after drawing the line, use your knife to cut along the line. You are going to do this into 4 places or 5 places. So after cutting it out, the welt is ready. So if you don't have that compass, what you're going to do is to pick your tape. If you don't have this, what you are going to do is to pick your tape, measure 0.3 inch from the edge of that Mako, then use your ruler, draw a line, and then also use the knife to cut out the welt. So but the one of the compass is more accurate, that is why it is more advisable. So we're going to repeat the same process for 5 times. Understand? The reason it has to be into 5 places is because the Mako, you see it, I cut it into 5 places because the Mako is short. If you have a full length Mako, you can use the length of a normal welt. So after that, we are going to fold our insoles. After folding the insoles, cut off the crease at the back of the folding. So we are done with that. Now this is Mako 10 sorry, this one is 8 mm, but you can use 10 mm too, but this is 8 mm Mako. So use your brush or your sandpaper to sand the surface so that the bond will be, active enough. So now place your insoles on the Mako 8 mm and then trace out the shape. After tracing out the shape, apply gum on the edge of the lines. Then use your masking tape to hold your welt together and then also apply gum on them. It makes the work easier and faster. So now replace the insoles back to the outline. This time I'm not going to use nails because the gum under the insoles is actually bonding with the one on the Mako that we're going to welt. So start your welting from this side, the center, and then go round. So you know we're going to use double welt, 2 for each side. The reason I made it 5, in case I have shortage, I can use it to fill it, understand, to make it up. And also remember what I said, if you have a full length Mako, you can use a normal length of a welt to do the cutting. So but because the Mako we used or we made the welt out of is short, that is why we had to make it in pieces. So take note of that. So once we are done with the welting, I have to remove the insole and then cut slightly after the first edge, and then bend the Mako a little bit, then push this one in. With that, I'm done with the welting. So after welting, you cut off the excess Mako. After cutting off the excess Mako, you smooth the edges of the soles, and then you are going to remove this sharp edge. You're going to file it down. We don't need it, so you file it down, both the one on the welt here, so you file them down. See it. So pick your tape, measure the length of strap of leather that will cover the sole. So once I measure, I got about 26 inches with my allowance. You see, you have to add your allowance, so the strap has to overlap. Then measure the width too. The width is about 2 inches. So we're going to cut out the straps right now. Length is 26 inches, I think 26.5 inches, then 2 inches width. So here is the 2 straps. Length 26.5 inches, the width is 2 inches. So you apply your glue on the straps and also on the soles. So here are the places to apply your gum: round the back here, on the edge here, and then on the welt and inside the welt. That is where you are going to apply your glue. So let's proceed. So now pick your strap, start your welting from the inside. See where I'm starting from the inside, this side of the sole, from the center. See it. So you go around, make sure the edge of the sole is falling at the center of the strap, so that you don't have shortage on any of the sides. So because the leather we are using is a bit stretchy, we had excess. So once you have gotten to the other edge, you start your folding. So you take your time, do it bit by bit so that it will appear neat. So right here you cut off the excess leather. Make sure you leave allowance that will overlap the first edge. So continue with the folding. So we're going to fold this edge here. I think I have to cut off some. It is still excess, so I have to reduce it. Then fold it in, and then you are done with that. So we're going to use our super glue to hold it to the top of the other one. So you can use your pencil or any other tool to run around the inside of the welt to make sure the leather took the shape of the welt inside. So we put glue on top of here, then use it to hold firm, then also add glue on the other side, add glue here, then hold it firmly, then turn the back again, then add glue again. So now if there are extra leather lying on the floor of the inside of the sole, use your razor blade to cut it off. Also remember to cut off the crease under the folding. So after that whole process, this is what we have. So now let's proceed. See it? You see what we have. So let's proceed. So once we are done with the folding, the next thing we're going to do, this is our Mako sole. It's about 4 mm. So place the sole on the Mako sole, then trace out the shape. So after tracing out the shape, reduce the size by about 0.2 0.3 inch and then cut it into shape. So once you're done cutting it into shape, this is what it is going to look like. Now place this one on top of the material again to cut for the other side of the foot. Once you're done doing that, you smooth the edges. You understand? You sand the edges. So with that, they are ready to be fixed. Then apply your gum and then attach it to the main sole. So now over to the pattern. Watch closely. The length of this strap is 9 inches. The width is 3 inches. The length 9 inches. The width is 3 inches. You understand? So you're going to cut it into two places. Now on the other one, the length is you're going to use 20 inches for the length, 20 inches for the length, and then the width. This is what you're going to do. Look closely. Measure from here to here ½ inch, then from there measure 3 inch, then measure another from here to here ½ inch. So hope you understand that. So you see the line, ½ inch on both edge, then the center is 3 inches. So you do that into two places. So now apply your gum, but before then I doubled this leather because it was too light. So double the leather, apply your gum, and then you fold the two edges towards the center. So the leather was too light, so I had to double it so that I will get the result I want. So if you are using a light leather that you feel it is too light, you can double it. So this also I doubled it. So because I doubled it, I have to retake these lines. So because it is very important, I have to retake it. I doubled the leather, so I have to retake these lines. So now apply your gum on the edge of those lines and then you fold in. So once you are done, we are going to fold it into two this way. You understand? We're going to fold it into two, so into half. You understand? So apply your gum slightly on the edge here. Make sure the gum is not going to be visible after folding. So just apply your gum slightly on the edge here. You understand? So on both sides. Avoid the center. So once the gum is set, pull from the center and then align the strap. Fold it into two equal parts. Make sure that the two edge aligns properly. So with that, the straps are ready. You can see it. So you see the smaller strap is at the top, then the folding, the edge is facing up. You see it. Then bring it this way to your right. Make sure this particular strap here, this one is shorter. Make sure it is shorter. Understand? Hold it at the center of the short strap. Fold it this way, you see it. Then bring this one and then pass it under from here. Pass it from here. So this particular one we are folding now is for the left foot. So set it, put it on the floor, and then put pressure, draw it, make sure it is tight, but to be sure that the short strap is not squeezed. So pull until it is tight, but make sure the short stripe is not squeezed. So set it properly, take your time. So I'll check it on the last to see if it is giving result. So it is okay. So let's proceed. Now hold it this way. See, this time the folding is facing this way, and then you're going to bring this one this way to the left. The other one was to the right. Then put this one this way and then bend it in and pass it through the under of the first strap. So also pull tight. So remember and also note that the knot for the left and also for the right foot, it is not the same process. So you have to follow it the way I did it so that the pattern will be in uniform. You understand? So draw tight, make sure the short strap is not squeezed, and then we are done with that. So this one here is for the right while this is for the left. So look at them properly. For the left, this for the right. So let's proceed. So first of all, you are going to last the front strap. So after lasting the front strap, you come to the back ones, cut off the excess, and then you last them. So after lasting, you couple the footwears. and this is what we have arrived at. So follow the same process, you are going to arrive at the same result. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates, because more videos are still coming on the way. My private online classes will be starting very soon, so if you are interested and you have not registered, click on the first video you are seeing on your screen right now to see instruction on how to be part of that class. So have a nice day and see you in my next video.